All right. As mentioned in the overview video, I am going to be going through some of these Lawn Pride University. I put myself right in front of Lawn Pride, but that's all right. Going to be going through these slideshows to try to make them a little bit more lifelike, a little bit more not just reading a bunch of text off of slides. So without further ado, this is Lawn Pride University Video 1, Onboarding, Management, and Compensation. All right. So the objective of this is to provide clear understanding of the onboarding process and what to expect, to introduce the management system, ensuring that you have the guidance that you need, and to explain the compensation structure just really quick, including commission and performance metrics. The commission structure is something that we'll go a little bit deeper into on subsequent videos, just because it is a little bit more complex, but not for you. It's going to be pretty simple, I think, once we actually take a look at it. Key takeaways that I want you to have is to gain clarity on the steps on your onboarding journey, understand how to leverage management for your support, and then to get a solid grasp of your earning potential and the associated performance goals. So that's going to be our goal here with this first video. Now it's going to be a 5-module training program. This is for week 1, is essentially what this is saying. So in module 1, obviously we go through the onboarding, company, position review, all of that. But we're going to give you a comprehensive introduction to the company, to the culture, your role as a salesperson, and then you're going to receive an in-depth overview of the onboarding process, how you'll work with us as a management support, and obviously the compensation structure. We just went through that. Module 2, we're going to be learning a little bit more about the product, what kind of products we offer, and talking a little bit more about training on those particular things, so that you have the ability to then talk about them with the customer. Most of your conversations are not going to get too in-depth with the customer when it comes to the product, but you do want to know the products that we offer, obviously, so that you can put them into your offer to the prospect, because we want to make sure that we can help them in the best way possible. So we want to know all of the different options that we have. Module 3 is going to be customer profile training. We feel it's really important to know the different types of personalities, the different types of profiles that you'll be selling to. Really, this is going to go over 3 in particular, but there are other customer profiles that we'll assemble and get together, but really the biggest 3 are going to be what we're going to be talking about, and what their goals are, what they want, what their buying behaviors are, so that we can tailor some of the strategies specifically to them and the objections that they might bring up. Module 4 is going to be A to Z selling process, getting you set up with all of the different tech components. We have canvassing software that you can use to keep track of the doors that you've knocked. We have obviously the estimate software that you can use to provide customers with an accurate estimate of what their yard is going to entail, and other communication and different things. And then lastly, on Friday, we'll go through a little bit of the closing sale, our closing scripts. We'll go into not only closing, but also the door knocking, some of the scripts that you'll be going through. And so I feel like after this first week, then you will have the ability to get out on the doors week 2. And week 2, all of our training is going to be very pitch centric and practicing, but this is going to give you really the meat of what you need to be able to move forward and do that. So we'll have a sales playbook. That's going to be your essential guide for these first 2 weeks. You're going to lay out all the activities and different things that we're gonna have you doing, day-by-day activities, milestones, and any kind of resources that you need to be able to actually go out and sound like an expert when you're talking to these customers. We're going to be able to, I think, so it says here that we can print it out or have a digital copy. I think I want to keep it digital for the most part, but you would be able to print it out on your own if you wanted to. But this sales playbook is designed to give you all of the information that you need in order to just check off all of the different milestones for that first little bit that you're with us. I want you to make sure that you know that you're on the right path. So these are the things that are going to be included in the sales playbook. So this is just a general overview, so you'll be able to see it. Obviously, day one's pretty admin heavy, but then after that, we'll start getting into some of the meat of the selling and all of the different things that you will need. And then week 2 is going to be more of a, here we have some training, but then let's get out in the field. Let's get out in the field. Let's knock some doors. I feel like you can only learn so much in the classroom, and then the rest is learned on the doors. And so we'll call that time to hunt. We need some really good hunters on our team, and so really excited to see what you guys can do in terms of that. From management side, we're going to try to do some team meetings. Again, they're a little bit skinwampus with the work schedules, and so being able to have those team meetings, we'll figure out how we can do that maybe toward the end of the work day and then beginning your sales day. But we want to have it be very collaborative. I always say that the group is going to always be smarter than the individual. Okay, so there's not any one of us that's going to be smarter than all of us. And so want there to be a lot of feedback, a lot of things that we can do to improve training, to improve all of the different aspects so that we can build a culture that people want to be a part of long term. That's really the goal. We'll do some one-on-ones where we can talk about your individual experiences and focus on your growth on the sales team and opportunities. And then we're also going to have, I have a Slack software set up that I'm going to invite you guys to, and that's something that we'll review what Slack is and all of the different channels in it, and how we'll communicate so that not only during onboarding but moving forward forever and ever we'll be able to communicate effectively. It's better than having a bunch of text threads or different things like that, because we're able to put a lot more into it. So we'll get that up and going. But that is your management support. You have the pre-training commitment. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but it is something that's going to allow you to kind of see what is expected, and then what you are going to commit to. I left company name in there. I need to get rid of company name so that you can be committed to accountability with lawn pride, not just with company name, whoever it is. But this form is going to be an essential part. It's designed to help you focus on your goals and align with the company expectations from the very beginning so that we all know where we stand. So that is important. And then obviously we have the payroll. The frequency is going to, I'm going to try to do it weekly with not very many of us on the team. It's not going to be that big a deal, I don't feel like. Eventually we might have to back off that, but hopefully by that time we are able to run payroll and have somebody else run it. That would be great. And we're able to stick with that weekly payout. I think that's what we're going to try to do, is stay with that for forever. Commission structure. Commissions are calculated based on sales volume, yard size, and services sold. So the initial sale is going to give you the total. So the example here that I have as a calculation is you have the 10 application program. If it's 68, that's the number 68 came from a deal I just closed yesterday where it was like 6.43 thousand square feet. So it was close to 6,500 square feet. So that's about average. So if I got a 10 application program on that line, then it'd be $68 for the applications. If 10 applications, then that's $680 is the program. Aeration is 1 2/3 times a normal application, so that'd be $113. If I sold them grub, then it's 2 times the application price, which would be $136. So if I got those 3 things into a program, then the total would be $929. And then my commission payout would be a certain percentage of that. As I mentioned in the original presentation, average commission payout is 12% in this type of sale, and we start at 14 and go up from there. So the more sales that you get, the higher your pay scale goes. So we start at 14, but relatively soon you can get up to 17, 20, 22%. So really advantageous, really excited about it. So for this sale, just for simple math, let's call it 1,000. Let's say it happened to be 1,000. I would get $140 from that sale, and that would be my total commission. So if I got 3 sales per day, 2 sales per day, obviously that starts to add up really quickly. So that is the end of this slideshow, but we'll be back in the next one. Hopefully that all makes sense. If you have any questions, you have my phone number. You can always shoot me a text on there, or shoot me an email, ask any questions that you have. But we'll see you guys in the next video, and we'll deep dive into some more stuff.